GQ magazine has named Colin Kaepernick its Citizen of the Year. Hey everybody, I'm Chad Hasty, host of the Chad Hasty Show, which airs weekday mornings 8:30 to 11 a.m. Central Time on News Talk 95.1 FM and 790 a.m. KFYO. GQ magazine has named Colin Kaepernick, the former quarterback of the San Francisco 49ers who decided to take a knee during the national anthem to protest police brutality in America. The same quarterback who walked away from a multi-million-dollar final year because he wanted to start in the NFL. That guy has been named the GQ Citizen of the Year. I want to read just a quick excerpt from this. And actually, I'm reading from ESPN here, which I thought was pretty funny. Kaepernick is not quoted in the story, titled, "Colin Kaepernick Will Not Be Silenced." GQ states in the story that Kaepernick, who has rarely spoken publicly since becoming a free agent earlier this year. So your headline for Colin Kaepernick is, he will not be silenced, yet he's stayed silent this entire year about him not being involved in the NFL and not taking deciding to stick with the 49ers and get paid millions and millions of dollars still while taking a knee. Let's examine here. GQ magazine, of course, they lean to the left. It's a left-leaning publication. They're saluting this guy who I guess started this whole idea of kneeling during the national anthem and basically insulting the flag, insulting the national anthem, insulting those who have served this country, those who have given their lives for this country, all in the name of Black Lives Matter and this idea, this narrative that police are going around, white cops are going around and just killing black people for sport and for fun. At least that's how, if you listen to Black Lives Matter and you listen to those who agree with Colin Kaepernick, that's basically what they say, is that we have a big issue with police brutality in this country, and especially when you look at African-American youth and white police officers. Now, if you actually look at the FBI crime stats and you look at the statistics of police-involved shooting, you see that actually more white people are killed by police. And if you actually delve into the numbers, most people who have been shot and killed by police officers, they themselves had a weapon on them. So really, the narrative that Colin Kaepernick ran with doesn't actually fit what's really going on in our society. But hey, that's okay. Colin Kaepernick, he's Citizen of the Year. Why would you not want to give it to Colin Kaepernick? Who else would deserve Citizen of the Year? Just off the top of my mind, I'm thinking, I don't know, maybe a guy who raised millions and millions and millions of dollars for Hurricane Harvey flood victims. What's his name? Oh yeah, J.J. Watt, who came up with this idea of raising millions and millions of dollars to actually help people out. J.J. Watt, now I don't know how he feels about Colin Kaepernick or taking a knee. I have no idea. But J.J. Watt of the Houston Texans, and I'm not a Texans fan, but J.J. Watt of the Houston Texans actually raised millions of dollars to help people in the community, to help people throughout Houston and throughout the affected areas of the Gulf Coast. And he's not the Citizen of the Year. Instead, it's Colin Kaepernick, the guy who, decided to take a knee during the national anthem. That's your Citizen of the Year. Being Citizen of the Year, all it takes is to give up millions of dollars because you wanted to sulk and you thought you were a starting quarterback and you didn't want to ride the bench and earn your way to the top. That gets you Citizen of the Year from GQ? Give me a break. J.J. Watt, out of anyone in the NFL, deserves to be Citizen of the Year. In GQ magazine, they're just going off of their liberal agenda, and it's pretty sad and hilarious that Colin Kaepernick would be named. By the way, Colin Kaepernick still, as of right now, doesn't have a job. So, good job on that protest. Tune in to the Chad Hasty Show weekday mornings, 8:30 to 11 a.m. Central Time. News Talk, 95.1 FM, 790 AM KFYO. Follow me on Twitter, Chad Hasty Radio. Have a great day.